Namaste students, I am Madhu Chaudhary and I welcome you all in my economics class 10, part 6 of the chapter development. So in our previous classes, we have already discussed about the criteria which the World Bank gave us to compare different countries. So according to World Bank, per capita income is the criteria through which we can compare different countries, right? But some other criteria are also there from which we can compare different countries, which is given by UNDP, that is United Nations Development Program. These are the following criteria which UNDP gave us, which is infant mortality rate, literacy rate, net attendance ratio. Let's discuss these in detail. So what is infant mortality rate? It indicates the number of deaths of children below the age of 1 per 100 children born in that particular year. Okay, so it indicates the number of deaths of children below the age group of 1 in proportion to the 100 children born in that particular year. Okay, so literacy rate, what is it? Literacy rate measures the proportion of literate population in the age group of 7 and above. Okay. Then is next is net attendance ratio. Net attendance ratio is the total number of children in the age group of 14-15 years attending school to the percentage of total number of children in that same age group. Okay, I hope these things are clear to you. Now let's have a look at this data. Per capita income. Per capita income we have already discussed in our earlier lectures. Per capita income of a nation. Here in this data it's per capita income of these particular states. Okay, so through this we can analyze Maharashtra is having highest per capita income and Bihar is having lowest per capita income. Let's see another data about infant mortality rate, literacy rate and net attendance ratio. Okay, so in case of infant mortality rate, Kerala is having the lowest infant mortality rate and Bihar is having highest, right? It means in Kerala the number of deaths of infants is very low compared to Bihar and that of Maharashtra. And if we see literacy rate, Kerala is having highest literacy rate and Bihar is having lowest literacy rate. So what do this determine? That in Kerala people are, percentage of people is much more literate than that of Bihar as well as of Maharashtra. Next is net attendance ratio. So net attendance ratio, in case of this also Kerala is having highest ratio, that is 78, which means in Kerala more and more students are in the age group of 14 to 15 are attending school as compared to that of the states of Bihar and Maharashtra. So students, let's analyze. In earlier data we have seen that although Maharashtra is having more per capita income than Kerala and Bihar, but in these cases we have seen Kerala is almost better as compared to Maharashtra and Bihar. So why this mismatch? See, money cannot buy you everything, right? Money cannot buy you a pollution-free environment. It cannot ensure you unadulterated medicine. It cannot protect you from infectious diseases. That is why money cannot be the only criteria, income cannot be the only criteria to compare different countries or different states. Some other criteria are also there which we have discussed, which determines the development of that particular state or country, right? So we can see various public facilities provided in Kerala is much more than that of other states, because Kerala has a low infant mortality rate, right? It has very adequate, very efficient provision of basic health. They provide very efficiently programmed basic health program to its citizens, right? And its educational facilities is also very nice. That is why we have seen its literacy rate is highest, so its education program is also very nice. If we see its public distribution system, it also functions very well. So overall health and nutritional status of people of such states like Kerala is certainly likely to be better than other, right? So it's just an additional thing, body mass index. Here we have talked about health and nutritional status, right? So to calculate such things, BMI is what? BMI is weight divided by height square. If we want, that is, if we want to calculate a person's BMI, how will we calculate? Her weight in the numerator side divide by her height in the denominator side and its square. Then if the BMI will be lesser than 18.5, then that person would be known as would come in the category of undernourished or malnourished, nourished, sorry. Okay, and if BMI is more than 25, then that person would be considered overweight. But if BMI is between 18.5 and 25, then the person would be considered normal, that is healthy individual. I hope this video is clear to you, students. Thank you.